Good morning, folks. Time for a walk. We're in the lovely metropolis of Blackwell, Oklahoma, on our way to Wichita today for a music competition. So let's find some coffee. See what kind of fun sights we can see around here. There's a Casey's. They probably got coffee in there. Kind of like a Love's or any other kind of big old truck stop / convenience store on the interstates. We're right off of Interstate 35 this morning in north central Oklahoma. Probably only about 5 to 10 miles from the Kansas border. Heading up to Wichita today for the NAFSCR International Music Competition. Fortunately, one of my trombone guys from Oklahoma State passed the tape round and is playing in the preliminaries today. So let's all wish him best of luck. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Music competition gets players from all over the world, various conservatories, and here's a little old Oklahoma State getting a trombone semifinalist, and I get to go up there and play a little piano with him. So let's check the pump while we're here. This is probably just diesel, or looks like it may be big truck stuff, but hashtag, you know. Oh my goodness, did you hear that? Look at that trailer right there. It's a horse calling at you. Hashtag check the sign, show the sign. We'll see what the gas prices are. There's some hybrid charging stations right there. That's kind of cool. In the middle of Podunk, Oklahoma, they got electric vehicle charging. Let's see what the sign says 309, which is pretty consistent. I think it was 329 where I left Tulsa last night. Hi, Willie. Good morning. Gotta go feed the chickens. Good to have you in here. Go feed your chickens. I'll still be walking for a while. We're gonna go see what we can see in this little town here. This one's out of service, but I bet it's still got a price on it. And sure enough, 309, folks. 309 this morning. I'm gonna go in here and look for some coffee. And while I do, I'm gonna turn my camera around so people don't think they're being filmed. It's only polite, folks. Let's go inside and find some coffee this morning. Morning. That's one thing about these little towns. They're so friendly. Everybody's so friendly. It's just the nicest thing ever. See if there's any sugar in a pour container. Doesn't look like it. It looks like we're getting sugar in packets, but that's okay. We can do that too. Just regular old sugar, guys. Well, tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna, well, there's no just regular sugar. It's all equal and weird stuff like that. So we're gonna go back and get some sugar and reattach. I'll be right back. We're gonna go head back to the hotel and grab some sugar. Hi, Guido. I won't know for a couple of weeks on the audition. They probably won't announce anything till April. But they didn't do callbacks, so I don't know. They only had like a dozen people or so audition, so didn't have to do callbacks. On the other hand, they might just say, well, you know, we'll just get who we want, which sometimes they do anyway. We'll get some sugar back at the hotel. I doubt they have decaf in there, but they'll have sugar. I know that. I don't want to, well, I was going to say I don't want to rip up a bunch of little packets, but doggone it, they didn't even have packets of regular sugar. Hi there, Howard Wanna. Haven't seen you in the chat before. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate that. Always nice to see some engagement. There's a Brahms, a little stand. Oh, sorry, I'm showing you my ugly mug. Look, there's a Brahms. And there's a horse trailer. Horse trailer, folks. Let's get some sugar. It's time check, 9:19. Good morning, Big Zebra. Hope your day is just delightful. How could it possibly be that delightful, Big Zebra? It's impossible. It's impossible for a day to be that delightful. There's a abandoned building over there. It used to be I'm going to say that was a Taco Bell. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It looks like a Taco Bell, but went out of business. Look at that. Just sitting there. Brand new Brahms right here. We're gonna go get some coffee. Turn the camera around while we do. Morning. Sugar, 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 sugar. I'm on the hunt for sugar. Maybe today you'll put in the effort. There you go. Sugar, 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 sugar. There's a nice little buffet, which I don't eat breakfast, but I just want some sugar. My sugar. Yep, we're going to be doing packets.
Good morning.
Morning, Ida. Sugar packets, folks. Gotta have my sugar. It's an important part of my day. It's another food group. The sugar food group. Any word on the audition? No, Big Zebra. I won't find out anything for a couple of weeks. They didn't have to do callbacks. They didn't have enough people audition. So. No word. I'll let you know in April. What's the thing about doing package? You just hardly get anything out of them. And they do have decaf, and they got coffee made, so we're just gonna get coffee here. We're just gonna get some coffee in here. And I don't know, what should we check out? Go ahead and check out and then get out of here. That's probably a good idea. Check out, do our walk, get in the car, and drive off. Sounds like a lovely plan. That's probably enough sugar. God, it was like 15 packets. But they're small packets, you know? Let's see here. Touch to begin. Here we go. Decaf. Start. Grinding. Brewing. Your coffee is being crafted. Some cool stuff. Cool stuff, man. While it's brewing, let's look at the fine buffet here at the hotel. Look at that. That's some good stuff. Cheese omelet, pork sausage, potatoes and biscuits. I mean, they got all the stuff, man. Got some cereals, fresh fruit. Squeeze the day. I'm just not much for coffee. I'm not much for breakfast, I should say. I am much for coffee. We're brewing. This is more third-rate convenience store coffee, right? I'm sure it's lovely. Pouring. Can confirm we are pouring. So yeah, Zebra, no word on the audition for at least a couple of weeks. They would have had callbacks. Yeah, we're gonna have to do 2 of those and that'll be just about right. One more decaf. Start. No word. They would have done callbacks a week from Sunday, but they just don't need to do callbacks. So. No need for callbacks. It's a lovely little place in the middle of nowhere. Again, we're in Blackwell, Oklahoma this morning. Hey, hey. Ugh. That's what I love about small town Oklahoma. Everybody's just so friendly and nice. It's amazing. Coffee, yes, Big Zebra, coffee. We're brewing, and then we're going to be pouring in my large cup. And then we're going to go run upstairs and get my stuff and just go ahead and check out and do a little walk with you. We'll walk around and see what there is to see in the lovely metropolis of Blackwell, Oklahoma. It's an old oil town, as you can tell from the name, Blackwell. See, oil wells. There's over there in the distance. That's I-35. That's our main corridor to get up to Kansas. And there's some fine folks getting to work or whatever they're doing this morning. Not much to see around here. It's basically just an exit off the interstate, but we'll see what we can find to get in trouble with. And we're going to throw a little creamer in there. And when I say a little, we're going to throw a lot of creamer in there. And stir and maybe add a little more coffee. Let's see if that's light enough yet. I don't think it is, but stir and find out. Now we need about 4 or 5 more pumps, and then we're gonna need some more coffee. Probably gonna need some more sugar. Got the Coffee Mate French vanilla this morning. So we got that going for us. All right, let's try a sip. See how we did. Needs more sugar, but I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. Clean up our mess here. Messy, messy, messy. Let's go find the elevator and get our stuff and check out. Well, there were little packets, and I think I did about a dozen of them. Three handfuls, maybe 15. I'm 5 and a handful. But this is a 40-ounce carafe here. So those little packets don't give you much coffee. Those little packets don't give you much coffee. Usually, I want the container of sugar you can just pour in there, and I pour maybe an inch and a half on the bottom of the cup. Is about right. Yeah, this is not sweet enough for what I usually do, but I'm gonna live with it. It's gonna be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. We're just going to get our stuff here. Go ahead and check out. Keep that from closing on us. No, I didn't, but anyway. Get our stuff and get out of here. Chuck Norris has passed. Really? Chuck Norris died? I'm sorry to hear that. I always liked the fella. Always liked the fella, enjoyed his movies. We're gonna get out of here. Hola, buen día. Not his politics. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you about his politics, honestly. I never paid attention to it. I don't like most anybody's politics. You know how I like my politics? Not being said. That's how I like them. I don't like political discussions at all. It's not my thing, man. Exit. We are checking out of the hotel. We're going to put our stuff in the car and we're just going to take a walk. So enjoy this sneak peek into Todd's life. For what it's worth. I don't know if we have to do anything, but sort of Big Zebra traveling for a music competition today. I guess you could call that work. I'm getting paid to play the piano, so yeah, we'll call it work. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, good. Had a great night. Thank you so much.
Do
Yes.
you need a receipt or anything?
No, no, I'm
Have
good.
a
Just
wonderful morning and drive safe.
You too, I will.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
staying with us.
You betcha. Have a great night.
Thank
A great
you.
day. It's a day, isn't it? Good luck with the competition. Thank you, Big Zebra. It's a big deal. It's the NAFTSCR International Music Competition up in Wichita. It is quite the big deal. There's my little car hanging out. Want to see my license plate again? It's already out there, so who cares? Who cares? There's my little Hyundai. That's 50,000 miles almost. Not quite 50,000 on it. I just don't drive much. Let's get this coat put in there. But thank you, seriously, thank you, Big Zebra. I appreciate the well wishes. They're so infrequent. There's the car. All right, we're heading the other way, folks. Now we got coffee. We're armed with some coffee. Say hello to BTK while in Wichita. Who's BTK? I don't know what that is. BTK. You lost me. Really bright out here. It's not a cloud in the sky as there often isn't out here in the plains. There's some kind of weather system. It's just always clear out here. Wind pushes the air around and doesn't allow a lot of cloud formation. The serial killer known as BTK, I'm not familiar with him, but I'll try to avoid him. I will try to avoid him. Look, I got special parking for Diamond Elite over here. Diamond Elite. The IHG hotels. Diamond Elite. It was a lovely room. I wasn't there long. I didn't get in. I rolled in here about 11 o'clock last night. So I pretty much just went to sleep. Got up this morning, gosh, about 6:30. I've been farting around online a little bit this morning. We don't play until 3 o'clock this afternoon, so I've got some time. He's half dead, been in prison for years. Okay, so he's in prison in the Wichita area. Gotcha. Where to go, folks? There's that Casey's we were just at. Here's Brahms. Not much to see at Brahms, although it is a neighborhood market kind of Brahms, so they've got groceries in there as well. Fresh market, sorry, not neighborhood market. Brahms Fresh Market. Across the street, you got a Sunoco station. It's 309 also. And a McDonald's. Always seems to be a McDonald's at these places. And there's some, looks like some strip malls up there. Let's go, we'll go across State Highway 11 here and see what we can find on Southwest 44th up to the north. Really hard to see my phone as usual because the sun's up glaring in my screen, but I'll do my best. As you can see, there's not a lot of cover or any kind of tree shade to help me out with the phone, but we'll do our best. When I see somebody chat, I'll try to stop and lean it down so I can read it. We're going to jaywalk an interstate, not an interstate, but a state highway or State Highway 11. I think we're going to go halfway too. Yeah, it's about to turn green anyway. They don't have a crosswalk here, so we just have to do our best. This guy's probably turning back on the interstate. I'm gonna let him come. He can get out of my way a lot faster than I can get out of his, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Oh, little McDonald's right off the interstate. There's basically the town's probably 3 miles that way. Maybe a little more, I don't know. But it's clearly, this is just a off the interstate area, so there's not a lot to see, unfortunately. Sunoco station, it says convenience store on top. And again, there's McDonald's. Little place just pull off for a pee break or something for people on the interstate. There's a little, God, that's an old motel, look at that. Truck parking for Bestway Motel guests only, no trespassing. Look at that place. Old outdoor pool. No water in it. Well, thank you guys for coming. The three folks that are watching me this morning. I just wanted to get a little walking in while I had some time this morning. It's only 9:30, 9:35, and I don't need to be in Wichita for a while. I'm going to get there quite early, but I'll practice a little bit before the competition, shed some tougher passages. So I like to shed right before we do the competition so it's fresh in my brain. It's a good time to do slow practice. Welcome back, Big Zebra. Any music students in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. You always cram that practice in right before your lesson or right before a jury or right before an audition or whatever. It's fresh in your brain, man. You've played it slow several times. You're ready to go. All right, we're going to check this little motel area out and then probably turn around and walk back and call it a day. I didn't even start my Strava, so I have no idea how many miles or if I even get a mile this morning. I just wanted to walk around and chat a little bit, honestly. Let's see what they got up here. More motel row. There's a Baymont by Wyndham. Apparently there's a Subway in here and a Mexican restaurant. And a few, I get probably people that work out here. There's a little farm over there. Windmill and everything. And way back in the distance, I don't know if you can see, there's a windmill farm runs down that way. Windmill, and there's another one I can see on the west side of I-35. There's another windmill farm. That's getting to be a big deal out here. Wind energy. Chuck Norris was 86. Wow. I don't know that I'd seen anything of him recently. I was going to say he didn't look it, but how would I know? Stuff I've seen of him is probably from years and years ago. Oh, yeah, coffee's just not sweet enough, but it'll work. See what the deal is up here with this hotel row. Just going to do a little walking this morning, chatting. No sidewalks? This is an outrage. Yeah, I wouldn't expect a side. I could walk down there in the ditch. In fact, let's do that. See down here? It's a culvert or drainage ditch. We can walk in. Nothing wrong with it. No water in it. And it's away from the cars. We'll do that. Baymont by Wyndham. Pretty sad. Just walk around and see another hotel. Not much to see out here, I'm afraid. Little Blackwell walking edition. I rarely get much engagement on these weekday early morning streams. There's just nobody. Everybody's at work or whatever. At least in the States. That's a pretty large ditch. Is this place prone to flooding? No, it's just these are fairly common. I don't think it's probably, I mean, it's so flat here. I can't imagine why it would be, but it's just for runoff. You can see there's a little bit of a hill here, just probably keeping their property from flooding any of the grasses and stuff. It is a pretty big ditch. Yeah, there's an underpass for it. And you see it stops right over there. So. No, it's just for the motel properties, really. Here's our Baymont by Wyndham. Blackwell, Oklahoma. There's the Los Potros Mexican restaurant. El Potrillo Los Potros. They have catering, apparently. They'll come cater your event here at Los Potros. In front of me, there's a Quality Inn and a Sleep Inn and Suites. And a little Subway here. Wonder if they're open yet. I wonder if they're making sandwiches at 9:39 in the morning. Potros. Can you translate? No. I'm not familiar with Los Potros. But you probably can. I mean, I'm streaming, so I can't stop the stream. Sleep In over there. Pigeons on the signs. Subway does breakfast sandwiches. Big Zebra, you still seeing me? Can you still hear me? Anybody home? I don't think I'm broadcasting anymore. Big Zebra, are you there? Anybody in the chat? Can you see me? I think my stream got knocked offline. I think we got knocked offline, but I'd sure like if somebody'd say, yeah, I can see you. 3 people watching here. Ah, hi, Big Zebra. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I had a reconnecting message for quite a while. You are cading? You are casting. Thank you. Thank you. Up here, hopefully I don't lose signal again, because I'm out here in the boonies and there's not a lot of Wi-Fi. Or not, excuse me, not a lot of 5G. This used to be an outlet mall. I remember from when I was around these. I'm from around these parts. Ponca City's not far from here. This when they turned into a church. Jesus paid for our salvation, healing, and peace. They have services at 10 and 6 on Sunday if you want to come by at the Grace Church here at I-35 and State Highway 11. Here at the Grace Church. Uh-oh. Morning, good. He's very excited, look at that. Super excited to see somebody. That they wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint. That's from Isaiah 40, verse 31. Chapter 40, verse 31, Old Testament stuff there. And Potros, no, not Poltros, it's Potros, P-O-T-R-O-S. Or did you just spell it wrong, or does it mean colts? The colts, the horses. Los Potros. Eagles run. This was all strip mall, or strip mall. It was an outlet mall. Each one of these places was a little specialty store. This one looks like a banquet hall now. Looks like a banquet hall in there, maybe part of the church. I don't know. Maybe the church got all of this right here. It really means colts. Okay, Los Potros, the colts. Gotcha. The young horses. Colts are just young horses. Colts are just young horses. Looks like somebody's working. Okay, this is probably still church. They're working there. There's some chairs in there, working on it. All of this property was probably bought by this Grace Church. I believe you, Big Zebra. It means colts. All of this property was likely Grace, yeah, God's heart. And yeah, you can see right here, this is definitely church property. This whole long thing, well, that's a lot of space. And you got the cross out here and the big rock, see, Petros and all that, yeah. Back of the outlet mall is nothing special. And right up there is I-35, folks. We're gonna be getting back on there in a little bit. This other side of what used to be the outlet mall, there's a dispensary down there. It looks like not much else. It's that last little section they made into a pot store, marijuana. But all this was back when outlet stores were just getting started up. This was a big deal up here. When I was still coming home to Ponca City frequently, I remember coming out here, and one was like a candy outlet. There was lots of clothes stores. It was just a big deal in the 90s and 2000s, outlet malls. They said, everything was cheap. But now this whole thing's a church, Grace Church. Wild. Wild. Probably gonna lose connection again when I walk back by the hotel, but there's really nowhere else to go. There's nothing up there. It's just a big field. Some silos down there. It's obviously a big old farm. Nothing else to show you this morning, really. I'll get up here in the shade, see what Big Zebra said. Sure wish more folks would come in and just chat, Maybe they're all busy. There's 6 drops. Happy first day of spring. Yeah, to you too. 6 drops. It's a Red Roof Inn, but only one big room. No, it's not. It was an outlet mall. Happy first day of spring. Thank you so much. To you as well. I'm probably gonna drop connection. I got 4 bars right here though. It's down there. I lost connection, so keep your fingers crossed. I can keep casting here. So we head back to the car and ultimately get in and head on up to. Sorry, I meant 6. So yeah. I think they knew you were talking to them. This is the Sleep In and Suites by Choice Hotels out here in Blackwell, the outskirts of Blackwell. Got a fella loading up his flatbed, getting ready to head out, which I should do as well. I do 6 drops. I do sucks drops. I do sucks drops, but hello. I like it. Across the street, there's Quality Inn, and there's a Wyndham up there. We're gonna get back to our. Hey, look at that. Look, this is the king of Oklahoma. I claim no such status, sir. But thank you for coming in and saying hello. Look at this. The Trump Tardican is here, folks. Somehow I avoided losing connection this time. I don't know what the difference was. Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris has passed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Scott Truth. We were talking about that earlier. He was 86. Doesn't seem real he was that old, but seems like just yesterday he was kicking ass on TV. Couldn't have been more than 60. We filming all that stuff, could he? He was young and fit and kicking ass. Maybe I'm just old. Yes, indeed, 86. Hopefully passed peacefully. Wouldn't want to wish a bad death on anyone, a painful death, anything like that. Hopefully just passed in his sleep and all is well. Always liked Chuck Norris movies. People walking their dogs this morning. A big old shepherd down there, some kind of herding dog, getting walked over there. People bring their dogs with them on trips and into motels and stuff. To me. Sorry, I'm gonna try to remember to hold the phone up a little better, but there's not much to see out here anyway. There's a subway. There's another vehicle there. So yeah, they're open and in business. I can smell the bread breaking over there. And look over here, just a bunch of people throwing their water bottles and other shit out their cars. I wish people just stow it in the car until you get to a trash can. Man. You gotta throw a can like that out on the street. Please don't. Please. We only got one planet. We all gotta live on it. It's not cluttered up with a bunch of junk that you could easily have dropped in a proper receptacle. It's not that hard. Fussing at you people that litter out there. Not that I think any of them are watching me today, but still a good message. Please don't litter. Got a cow meeting out there, other side of the street. Let's go back in the culvert here. It's a good place to walk. Stay out of the street, walk in the drainage ditch or culvert. They call them here in Oklahoma, culverts. Oh, I just got a serious smell of tamales. Wow. Somebody is definitely making tamales. It's got that distinctive corn smell, corn tortillas. Yeah. You can almost smell the red sauce too. Yeah, we stayed online the whole time, that time easily. Wonder what, I just had a dead spot back there. Gonna have to go around the little underpass here where the Baymont Hotel is. Whoa, that was close. Had to use my toes. get up that little hill and back down one here. You have to do the side feet thing. Walk like a duck. Quack, quack. There we go. And we're in the culvert, folks. Look at that. There's a random sign here. It just says Kansas. But folks, we're not in Kansas. We're at least 5 miles inside Oklahoma here. If you want to look on the map, I'm on State Highway 11 and I-35. And that's definitely in Oklahoma. But there's a sign back there that just says Kansas for some reason. Just says Kansas for some reason. 4 viewers this morning. Come on in, say hi if you haven't already. Love to chat with you. We got another 20 minutes or so, and I'm going to shut this down. Get back on the road. It's almost 10 o'clock, and that'll put me in Wichita about 11. We're about an hour out right now. About an hour away from Wichita. If I don't stop at the Kansas Star and lose another $200 on the blackjack table, which I am wont to do. Big Zebra says be back in a bit. May not be here, Big Zebra. I'm just going to walk back to my car and get on out of here. But it's nice chatting with you this morning if you don't make it back. It's been nice chatting with you. This is going to be a little trick here. We're going to have to go the other side of the street. So I don't want to walk with traffic to my back. There's no sidewalk here, so we're just going to have to walk on this part of the road. So at least I can see traffic coming and get out of the way. There we go. Welcome to Blackwell, it says on the light poles over there. Chamber of Commerce, no doubt, put those out. This is just a little street in Blackwell, so I don't know who they're welcoming. I guess people that are staying at the hotels, maybe. It's for their benefit. But they already know they're in Blackwell. Pretty morning out here. It's probably already pretty close to 70 degrees. Sun shining, nice and warm. Very little breeze, which is unusual for this part of the country. I'm surprised the wind isn't whipping down the plain already. But it's not breezy at all this morning. So we're just going to cross back over State Highway 11, get back to my little Hyundai, get in, and head to Wichita. That'll give me a solid 3 hours to practice before my student gets there. And we'll do our thing. We'll kick some butt and make the finals. Finals will be tomorrow. I'll have to come back up here, assuming we make the finals, and I think we will. I think he'll probably easily be the best brass performer, although I don't know that. There might be a trumpet player or tuba player or something that kicks ass. I hope we make the finals tomorrow. And I think it's the top 3 in the instrumental, and then you basically do a performance, and they put you in order first, second, third. So if you make the finals, you're already in the money, kind of thing. So I'm hopeful. We won this whole thing with the trombone player. God, I want to say it was like 2003, 2004. It's been a minute since we've won money at the NASCAR. I've done this competition many, many times, but it's hard to even get past the tape round. It's a really high level event, especially being in a little podunk part of the country like we are. It's not like Juilliard's around the corner. San Francisco Conservatory Music isn't exactly right next door. This is Oklahoma, man. We got some good players here, and it's nice to have a chance to showcase them. Okay, we're gonna get across the highway again, maybe. I guess you could call it jaywalking, but there's no crosswalks. So I don't have a lot of options. The light is green my way, so I'm gonna start taking off. There is a car coming from the interstate that way. Nobody coming this way. Oh shit, and the light's turning yellow, so I think we're gonna have to hang out in the median here. till this car gets by. And there he goes. And now we're good. Yeah, nobody coming. We're good. I smell manure pretty strongly. Might be a horse trailer up here or something. But you're stop at Casey's and get a slice of pepperoni pizza. I'm not going to eat pepperoni pizza at 10 in the morning, but thanks for the thought. They do have some good food in there. In fact, you can see on their sign pepperoni pizza and some crispy fries. Made to order crispy fries. No, I think I was in the Casey's earlier and they didn't have any sugar for the coffee, so went back and got coffee at the hotel. Speaking of hotels, folks, a Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Highly recommend. Had a great night there. Not a sponsor. But if you're out and traveling, let me put in my 2 cents for the Holiday Inn Express family of hotels. An ITG company, I don't remember, something. Easy enough to book online. Came in, check-in was no problem. Already had my card on file. Didn't make me fill out a bunch of forms. Didn't make me put a deposit down. Any of that other crap that you usually run into with crappy hotels. This place is first class all the way. Oh, hi, yeah, I see your reservation. You got a card on file. Here's your room number. Here's your Wi-Fi is already written on it. Super, super easy in and out, folks. Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Highly recommended. And they are the IHG Hotel Group. If you're out there looking for a hotel or if you're taking a trip and wondering who to book, let me put my 2 cents in for the Holiday Inn Express Suites. Good stuff, folks. Even here in Podunk, Blackwell, Oklahoma. It's a very clean room, very nice stay. Everything I ever needed. So that's that, folks. We're going to get back in the car. I don't know if we did, about a mile there, mile and a half? I don't know. We didn't walk very far, but I didn't time it, so forgot to start the Strava app. Really didn't care this morning. And we are back. Here's the little Hyundai. There's our little Hyundai ready to take us up to Wichita and have a good day of performing. I might do another stream from the campus of Wichita State University. If I get tired of practicing, I'll get up and maybe do a 30-minute stream walking around the campus up there. So look for that this afternoon. If you need something to do, bring your friends in. Let's all chat. Let's have a good time. Thank you guys for coming by and giving me some companionship while I was walking around, stretching out this morning. You guys have a great morning and a better day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.